Hello, everybody! Welcome to an unofficial toonkind game. I am your host, Miles, and we today will be playing Auction in the Underground. From top to bottom, I would like our players to introduce themselves and give us their pronouns as well as their characters. Will you please start, Barynor?
I can do that. I'm Sean, and I'm playing Barynor, the half-elf rogue, and my pronouns are he, him.
Is it my turn?
Yes?
Sorry, I'm always bad at this.
That's you.
I'm Doll. My character is Clara, the ghost, and my pronouns and her pronouns are she, her.
Hi.
No,
Go
ahead.
Yeah. Hi. My name is Liz. My pronouns are they, she. And I'll be playing the amazing Duke, a Vilkind human wizard, magician extraordinaire, and his pronouns are he, him.
Oh, hello. My name is Dew. My pronouns are they, them, it's. And I shall be playing Lao is blind today, whose pronouns are he, him.
That's me. Hello, my name is Sasha. I have a lot of names, so just put Sasha right now is fine. I go by it, Faye pronouns. I am playing as Benjamin Lur, or just Lur as he prefers, and he goes by he, him pronouns.
Sorry. And hi, I'm Wick. I have they, them pronouns. I'm going to be playing as Anthe, who is just here. But her pronouns are she, her. So.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Now, I am going to have everybody roll initiative to see who arrives at the auction first. Simply because it is an event where almost nobody knows each other.
Oh boy.
I got a 9.
All right. Just let me write that down.
That's an 8 for Lur.
I got a sweet 15.
Ooh, nice.
You got
That
an
plus 2
18.
to initiative helps. Oh, an 18. That's a good too.
So this is going great.
Yeah, shout out to us under 10 gang.
Wow,
Hey,
you just
Lur
rolled
all the way now.
wrote the letter 6.
Yes, I am rolling physical dice, so I can retype it if you want.
That's
Delete
fine.
and retype if you like.
Okay. So the first person to arrive is Barynor. It is 10 p.m. at night. There's okay. The city lights are beaming into the alleyway. The guard in front of the door is asking for his invite. Of course, Barynor, being who he is expected as somebody else. Hello, may I see your invite, please?
Yes, of course. Edward Forwilt, right here.
Yes, thank you. You may come in, Mr. Edward Fortwell.
Of course.
The Gordy sort of opens the door to let Barynor through and into this great golden hallway full of chairs and such beautiful polished floors, like they were just cleaned that day. The next person.
Go ahead, I'm done.
Oh, great. The next two people to arrive are Clara and Anthe. One of you have purposefully gotten the invite, and the other has not. So, when you see the guardie, they just nod their head to Clara before letting them in. They know who she is. She's worked with Nara before. But with Anthe, he asks for their invite.
Oh, of course. Let me get that. And she opens up her pocketbook, and there's the invite. It has her name on it.
There we go. You may come in.
Thank
The
you.
Gordy also lets in Anthe as soon as the invite is shown. Duke is up next, being one of the mistaken receivers. I'm sorry. I'm just...
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just thought I was going to.
So, Duke, you see this guardie. He's looking over your invitation and just lets you in without a word, stuffing the invite in their pocket.
There's no need to be rude about it, but he'll go in.
And finally, Lao. Not finally, but... Oh, wait. Fuck. Laura was supposed to go next.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Lure, you
Yeah.
do not have to enter through the alleyway. You know exactly where to enter in through Nara's house, as you were previously cooking the food for the banquet at the auction. Of course, the pay is very high, and Nara is very happy to receive your services, so she lets you in through the secret hatch under her couch.
Special. Or just gives a simple nod to Nara.
Now, Lao, as you roll up to the guardie, they simply look you up and down and ask, "Who are you again?"
God, okay, hang on. Give me a second. First roll. Well, that's always safe. Let me just... So that's 9. Lao is just gonna narrow his eyes at this guy, reach into his hammer space, and pull out his invite, and just, with a sharp twist of his wrist, hold it up and out to this guy and says, "It's funny that you don't know that I'm supposed to be expected here, considering you're not the ones that sent me this." And he's just gonna wiggle it in front of the guard's face.
Damn.
Big sass on this bitch.
Lao, my absolute beloved.
Yes, good.
The guardian makes Lao lower their hand and grabs a board from the nearby to make a makeshift ramp and helps Lao down the stairs into the auction area.
I dig the inclusivity of this place.
Gosh, Lao is gonna give this guy just a stink eye at the ramp, and then at this guy, and he looks like he wants to say something, but nope, he's just gonna give a sigh and make his way in.
Okay, so all of you are there. The food on the tables, the extravagance of it all. Chandeliers from the ceiling. everything was just so grandeur. For those who have seen it before, for Clara and Lure, this is all too familiar. But those who are new here, everybody else, I want you to roll a perception check, please.
I think I
Alright.
have. I think I have. Yeah, I do.
Oh gosh, Lao, buddy.
That's a 4.
Buddy.
Lure, you're
Oh,
already there.
sweetie.
You know this place.
Oh, sweetie.
I didn't know if I had to
So-
roll or not.
I'm gonna roll a physical dice now.
Damn, how did you get an 8? Okay, whatever.
Squeaky toilet, my beloved!
Okay, let us start with the lowest roll and work our way up to the highest.
Let's do that.
So Barynor and Lao, you both see that this is just a place of grandeur. There's nothing too special about it. There's paintings lined up against the furthest wall. Some of them are... There are some statues along to the left and to the right. There's nothing really that spectacular about this hall.
I'd just like to say, Lao is sneering visibly at all of this.
Yeah,
He's just looking at all this decadence, and there is a look of disdain on his face.
Barynor is very much like he's impressed, but also this is kind of what he expected. He's just kind of like, the rich certainly know how to throw a party.
I love Barynor so much.
Thank you.
So cool.
Duke, you rolled an 18, therefore you see much more than Barynor and Lao. You can see that this floor is plated gold and not just tile. As well as the paintings along the walls and the statues, these were considered to be lost relics of the past. Paintings, works that that's really never been seen in the public eye before any moment. This is a high quality place, and you have to be sure to know that it is a very, very prestigious workaround.
God damn. Okay. Yeah. Compared to the other two who are sneering at this very rich atmosphere, Duke has experienced these very rich atmospheres before, so he seems a lot more natural, but also, god damn, that's a lot of fancy, and I'm pretty sure that one statue got lost to time kind of situation. He's both comfortable and also like slightly put back.
Now, Anthe, you see all of what Duke does, but there's a but in there. You notice all of this delicious looking food. It's clearly done by someone that's top notch, clearly out of somebody's league.
I appreciate your compliments.
I was about to say, I wish I knew who the chef was.
Yeah, I wish we didn't give compliments to the chef.
I wonder.
So you may now all take this free time and keep in line of initiative to interact with one another.
Can we? So what is
Yes.
initiative order.
Yes, please. I need it.
Oh God.
I believe it was Barynor first. Let me write this down.
Yeah.
Then it was Clara. Then memories
So it's
stuck.
Clara, Anthe, Lure, Duke, and Lao.
Yes.
Okay, so that means Barynor first, and then me, and then the rest of the list.
Yes.
The rest of the list also. Can you maybe post that list in the
I'm
gallery so
working
we can
on
see
it.
it?
I'm working
Perfect,
on
perfect.
that.
No rush.
This is the list. I am going to pin it.
Beautiful.
Neat.
So in acting order, you can interact with the surroundings, take your seats. I will send you a screenshot of what the map looks like currently with you all in the back.
Got it.
So sorry, I will be right back.
All right.
Okay.
I will put it in maps here, I think.
Okay, cool. So we're all at the back.
Yes. You are all at the back of the house.
All right. So I guess since I'm starting, I'm wondering if there's like a group of people talking. Maybe I can insert myself. Just kind of socialize.
Socializing. That does sound quite
Okay, I'm back.
wonderful.
Sure, go ahead.
If you guys need me to resend the colors, which everybody is, I will do that as a color key. Control C. Now, Barynor, I will have you roll perception to see if there is a group that you would like to intermingle with. There is not
Got
many
it.
people here as it is a closed auction.
Sure, sure. Luckily, I should do all right this time. Yeah, I do have +5 perception. I got a 14 there.
Okay, so you do spy these group of higher ups sitting in the front row of the auction house, chatting one amongst each other, spouting their accomplishments and how much they have and are willing to spend on such fine luxuries.
Yeah, this is what Barynor wants to know. He's definitely going to put himself in and say, "'Tis I, Edward Forwilt."
One of the women in the group just blinks at him and just like, Edward Fortwilt, I'd figured you'd look a little bit more shorter.
How dare you? I am a perfectly fine height for my well-known stature and wealth. How dare you imply otherwise?
I'm sorry, I was just making you giggle.
Anyway,
So
I
you
assume
hang around these nobles. They are pretty much unwilling to share their utmost secrets with you right away.
figured. I was hoping wasn't hoping for that.
Okay, Clara.
Clara, the first thing she does while she moves throughout the groups of people around the floor is give a very playful wave to our lovely host of the evening, because she has worked with Nora before. No
Are you alright?
Oh, I wasn't hitting push to talk. Oh no!
It's
I couldn't
okay.
have clicked. Okay, so did you hear anything I said?
I heard up to waving to the hostess.
Yeah. For some reason, Clara has worked with Nora before. Nobody quite knows why. This is a random ghost. She just suddenly got a job. But she's very happy to be here because she hasn't done much on Anquil besides just floating around, interacting with a singular Pokemon. She's having a great time around here.
Do you want to do anything specific? Make any actions? Move forward? Look at the food?
Probably look at the food because I know that's the way that she's probably going to get approached by the others, and she desperately needs someone to talk to.
Alright, do you want to pass on your turn now?
Go ahead.
Alright, Anthe, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I think that for the moment, she's kind of taking a look at the paintings that are kind of around the room. Should I roll perception for anything specific, or?
If you want to, go ahead.
Well, that's nice. Maybe she was distracted by food earlier, because that's a 12.
There was nothing too specific going on with the paintings. There was one that did stick out a little bit. It was quite snowy. Looks like it was painted in the middle of a blizzard as a creature descends from the heavens above.
Oh.
It's a very odd-looking painting.
Mm.
But besides that, nothing else seems to be popping out towards you.
Mm. Well, in that case, she's gonna go look at the food.
No.
Food is important here.
Food, I
It
mean...
is very funny.
Food.
Food, good.
So I had to do something for a minute. Could I get a quick rundown as to what we're currently trying to do?
We are currently going down the line and having people interact with the auction party, the pre-auction party.
Okay, cool. I thought we were doing something important. I was like, oh no, I think I missed something.
No,
Nope,
don't
we're all
worry. Your
good.
turn was literally
Okay,
right
cool.
after Anthe.
Okay, cool. In that case, Lur is just making sure that all of the food he had cooked up and like prepared is all there. And also kind of chuffed with himself at how much he was actually able to get finished before the auction. He is kind of looking around and occasionally like elbowing one of the other employees and like pointing out dumb features of someone. And, like just cracking jokes, like being lively with his coworkers.
Do you want to do anything specific?
I don't really think he would be. I mean, I can describe his outfit because I really want to.
Okay, go ahead. Go off.
Hold on.
Go off, faking. I love you. I love existing.
I think I ate too much
Sorry about
popcorn.
that. I was doing something.
It's quite alright.
Anyway, so Lur's wearing a very fancy suit, and he's wearing a few label pins, and he's like still playing with them, but they're if the crusts on them are sort of specific ones, I guess. I can't remember exactly what they look like, but one has a gun and a rapier on it. And he's standing there, and he's still kind of like miffed a bit about something. I think that's where I'll stop for lure, because I can't think of anything else, but...
Cool.
Alright, Duke, it's your turn.
I think there's definitely a toss-up between his priority wanting to also network and socialize with the crowds versus actually being very curious about the various different artworks that are in this gallery. So I think he will go there first and also look at a whatever like painting is in the area. But also I think he would honestly do like a history check to see like would he know the artist or like a specific story about one of the art pieces that are hung here.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. That's a 15.
Alright, you do pull up to a very special piece of work. It is a legitimate copy of La Lune et Moi. A legitimate copy. Not a painting, but a statue. It is very smooth. The history behind it was that it was made in Ghibli quite a long time ago. And that it just went missing out of nowhere. And now it's just suddenly here. Where did it come from? Where did it
Who would have
go?
thunk it?
Was this really the real deal?
Huh, okay. No, yeah, he is just generally like doing that thing where you tilt your head back and forwards, just subtly looking it over. He's also trying to make note of like people in the crowd who knows the person who's running this auction. Like is anyone waving, making gestures, even
Clara
speaking
did.
to yeah.
And Barynor's being very loud.
And Barynor's like also a genuine like half elf, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So that's also a thing that probably picked Duke's attention as well. I don't think he's going to. He's not going to approach for conversation yet. He is still just like looking over the rest of the paintings, but like, yeah, it's on his mind that maybe he will start like working his way down conversation a little later.
Alright, that means it is Lao's turn. What do you want to do?
Firstly, he doesn't even really want to be here. That much is pretty damn clear.
Fair.
He doesn't know. He has an idea as to who sent this bloody invite to him, and God's sake, every time she does this, and he's just he's gonna roll. He is gonna roll perception, but it's not to look for art. It's to look for like entrances, exits, like things like that.
How to get out.
Fastest way to escape.
I am this man. This man today is not having it. No. I don't think I've rolled above a 10 yet.
There doesn't really seem to be any other entrances or exits.
Cool.
Meaning effectively that Lao is trapped in the auction room.
Wonderful. Excellent. This is just what he wants to spend his evening. Okay, that's a fumble. He was gonna reach, today he's actually wearing his, nice blue sari, because as Man, you know, he would like to go up to this big fancy hall place and wear just his blankets and no shirt and see what happens. But he was probably sent this invitation for a reason, and as much as he hates who probably sent it to him and why, he's he's not gonna go because who knows, maybe something interesting might happen, at least relevant to him. He just shrugs. Give me a moment. I am trying to load up my fumble chart. It's taking a little while. If you want, you can jump to the next person, and then I can just say what happens.
All
And cross it
right.
out.
All right, we're back to the top. It is interactions time. Barynor?
That's me. So other than, of course, passively listening to the rich people in the circle, he's gonna kind of look around, see. I think at the corner of his eyes, his big thing is Nara. He's curious as to what Nara is up to right now.
Well, do you want to roll perception on where she is?
I can do that.
All right.
And that's a 17.
You see the Rakshasa standing up above the crowd, doing her thing. I'm placing her portrait in the NPCs. She is standing right in front of the podium, glancing over at all her guests, albeit confused at some of them coming in, because she doesn't know a few of them. Maybe she's wondering if she got some invites mixed up.
It's better. It's better now to get her attention than not. So Edward will try and give her a little wave, more of a salute kind of a thing.
That gets a measly glance out of her as she just focuses more on the crowd.
Tough customer. All right, in that case, he will continue conversing with his newfound friend group, but he's definitely cautious of his surroundings.
All right. The group he's sitting with is very tentative about their secrets. And one of them, it just happens to whisper, I hear there's a traitor among us today. There's something new going on, isn't there? There must be something really priceless on sale today.
This catches Barynor's attention. And he's going to go into a whisper in his Edward voice. A traitor? And pray, we mustn't say much then. That could very well be you, you know.
Well, of course, it would be quite terrible. Oh, a woman piped up from her seat, just glancing over who she thought was Edward. You don't look like the Edward I saw last auction. How's that lovely painting of yours doing the one with the bears and the falling leaves?
Well, I got a haircut since last auction, of course. Can't be looking the same all the time. As for the painting, I hung it up in my office. I look upon it every day to remember just how enjoyable last auction was. I mark it on my calendar every time I get an invitation. I can't miss one of these.
That is very, very understandable. That conversation is going on. Clara, will you come on up?
Yep, hi. Who else is buying the food again?
Huh?
Who else is by the food?
I believe
I currently
Anthe
am.
has wandered near the food, and so is Leor.
I did not understand a single thing you said because you got cut out by someone else
Darn it.
talking.
I believe Lore and Anthe are by the food.
Okay. Clara may be at a fancy event, but she's still a mischievous ghost, so I think she's going to pop up through the table using her ghostly power to phase through objects and just say hi to Anthe.
Anthe, do you want to respond?
I'm gonna roll a whiz save
Clara,
to see if
my
she's
beloved-
spooked.
Turret.
Oh, oh, you got her good. That's a 9. All right, so imagine she's very delicately putting something onto a plate, and then you just go, ah! Oh, good heavens! Oh,
Wait, can I roll to see if Lure would notice?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Alright. Would that be a perception?
Yes, that would. With advantage.
Oh,
because-
you don't need advantage.
Oh!
Unless you get the next roll.
Never mind.
Mercy's all.
Lure, you definitely see that someone at your food table got spooked by somebody.
Did Anthe drop anything?
No.
Okay. Lure's still gonna run over to make sure that
It's like that toonish thing where, like, you
They're-
jump 3
they're
feet in the
still-
air, but everything
they're
kind of just
still-
falls back into place.
yeah. he still wants to make sure. I mean, he cooked that meal. Oh, I need to get into the voice. I'm sorry. Is everything alright here?
Huh? Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
everything's perfectly fine. Don't worry. I'm just saying hi.
Yes.
Lure just
Yes.
kind of pushes like one of his claws in front of Clara's face and shushes her.
She looks slightly surprised, but keeps a smile.
Oh.
He's like, "You're too loud. Please stop." He doesn't say that, but still.
Oh, but everything's all right, dear.
Lord just gives a thumbs up, and he's just gonna look around and see if like, did you drop anything?
Hmm?
Huh? Could you repeat what you said?
Yeah, you drop anything?
Oh, I sure hope not. And she kind of looks around a little bit hurriedly, like, uh-oh, I sure as heck do not want to drop anything.
Lord kind of looks around the floor, and he's like, he gets back up. He's like, good. Took me weeks to prepare all this.
Huh?
I don't know what I'd do if it all was wasted.
Oh, yes, no.
Yeah, Clara's just staring at this exchange like, so, everyone's just ignoring the ghost now. Great.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
Oh, but that does remind me. Do you know who made this? And she's pointing to the food, or gesturing to it.
Lord kind of chuckles, and he points to himself with his thumb.
Oh, absolutely no way, really? And she looks pleasantly surprised.
Lord just kind of gives a grin, and he nods. Yeah, it took a while. I'm not the best at baking, so I had to learn some stuff.
Oh, I understand that completely. Baking was never my strong suit, but but I must say, it is quite a spread.
Lord kind of chuckles at that, and he's like, "Well, I'm glad you like it."
Food isn't usually this good, at least not at the last couple of auctions I've been at, which was quite disappointing. But but this is much better.
Laura just gives a big beaming grin at that.
Sorry, did Lura cook the last ones or just this one?
He's cooked a lot of meals. I wouldn't be surprised if he cooked the last one.
Okay, because I just imagine is that like backhanded compliment by accident.
Oh no,
I know you would
well,
know, just thinking about it.
They're just kinda...
Clara's gotten out of the table at this point and is just floating above it. She's taller than everyone now.
Oh no. just a ghost, like, looming above them.
I can
Luckily,
see
she doesn't
everything.
have. Luckily, her body fades out at the ankles, so there's no feet in the food.
Good. I swear to God, Laura would have thrown you out.
Yeah, no, don't worry. She's very careful with the food. She thinks it's amazing, even if she can't really enjoy it.
Oh.
I am very glad.
All right. What do you want to do on your turn, Clara?
Well, she wanted to talk to these people, but now they're all busy.
I'm
I mean, you
sorry.
still can.
Now she's looking around for someone who would actually be interested in talking to her, because she doesn't want to bother these people. She's a harmless prankster, not like a get in your face and bother you the whole time prankster.
Oh, that is completely valid.
Do you want to roll perception to see who's alone?
Yes. Let me just.
I'm going to give you advantage because there's only a few people that are alone.
Yeah, I need to find my perception.
$15. So you do spy Lao sort of sitting there, just scowling at this party of sorts.
Can I just add a quick something? Because
Yes.
I did make some dice rolls, and I rolled a fumble twice. So while this has all been going on, Al pulled two things out of his hammer space. The first thing he pulled out was what looked like a tangle of living vines, and if there was anyone near them, they would have thrashed out, reaching for them. Someone has probably lost a drink to them, so he's just casually stuffed that back under the folds of his sari. And then he pulls out something else, like a little trinket of some sort. It's like a dull colour. It's kind of glints off the chandeliers, and he quickly shoves that back in. Before he finally takes out what he was looking for, he takes out a lemon. And you probably see Lao just casually looking around, lifting the lemon up and just taking a big old crunch out of the lemon. Casual, please. He's not peeing.
Clara
Just the whole lemon.
immediately has so much respect for Lao.
I'm cringing.
Laura, you're really eating a lemon.
Clara
Like
said
me?
this is the coolest motherfucker here.
She does. She is.
Well, excuse you.
So yeah, she's gonna just float on over, like, completely above Lur and Anthe's heads. And then, like, she goes over to Lao and, like, peeks down at him so that she's floating upside down in front of him, her face. She's not too close, she's not, like, getting in his face, but yeah, she's upside down looking at him now. She's like, "Hi! You're really just out here eating a whole lemon."
Man, whack.
He doesn't rush his bite. He finishes it, swallows. Looks back over at the banquet table, looks back at you and just says, "Well, it's the only thing here that particularly stirs my tastes. Also, could you just back up a little? You're a little close." And he just kind of swishes his other hand as he lifts up the lemon again and takes another bite.
Yeah, she floats backwards upside down somehow, and she's just like, "So, how are you enjoying it so far? I tried to say hi to someone, but then they got all talking about the food, and don't really want to interrupt that."
I'll just
I'm
looks around and
sorry.
says, "Garish." It's awful and garish, and I would rather be at home. Right now, I have no idea why I am here, except that I got an invitation, so of course I'm supposed to be here. I don't think I left Soul with a sitter there. Gosh, Soul is by themselves at the moment, and Mel just lifts up the other hand, and you see that the hand holding the lemon just squeezes slightly into the little bit of lemon juice drops to the floor. You may hear a slight sizzle with a as it hits the floor. You don't know what the acidity level of that lemon is. Probably high. He's essentially just pinching the bridge of his beak and he's just saying, oh, for goodness sake, I don't want to be here, quite frankly, but I received an invitation from someone, and I suppose I didn't have much of a choice, especially on such short notice.
Clara could actually easily eat that lemon if she had the chance to, because she's a ghost. She's not gonna steal it. I'm just saying.
It's still his lemon.
I'm not gonna.
She can eat?
But,
His lemon?
but yeah, Clara's gonna like flip back over to be right side up, and she's like, well, that's not good, but I guess rich fancy isn't everyone's taste. Surely not mine.
No, it's really, really not. I'm not exactly my not exactly my speed. He just kind of looks around at all the fancy grandeur and all the artistry and all the statues. I'd rather find that still things are not exactly. They don't hold as much artistic value. Me, at least.
I get that. Understandable. Honestly, I would prefer to be out talking to my singular friend and spooking people, but I do have to be here as well.
Hang on, I'm just gonna roll something. I'm gonna roll an insight quickly.
Yeah?
Dang it. Well, actually, what is your plus your in? Oh, actually, that might work. So Lao rolled a 17 for his insight on you. Would he be able to tell that you are kind of looking at his lemon like you'd like a munch?
He is, in fact, not looking like. Honestly, the most you're gonna get out of 17 is that she's trying to have fun, but literally no one wants to interact with her because either they don't like that she's a ghost or they're ignoring her. So she's honestly trying to have a legitimately good conversation with you, and she is sweating.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you had to choose Lao.
I'm so
Well-
sorry, Clara.
That's a mood.
So sorry. He just kind of looks at Clara. Gosh, and then he just looks around. He's just gonna point to someone at random. I don't know who. He's just gonna point to another person and say, "To be frank with you, I'm not exactly a great conversationalist. If you want to socialize, just talk to them." And he just points to someone at random. I don't know who he points to.
Do you want to
should
do
have-
a one roll out of 5 to see who you're pointing at?
I'm
I swear
about
if
to
he points at
you do.
I swear if he points at Lara Anthe, Clara is going to be so annoyed.
Oh my god, no, please don't.
Good news, they're not pointing at either of those two, but they are pointing at Mr. Edward.
Oh yes, that's who I wanted her to meet.
Alright, I think that's gonna end your turn, Clara. Who is up next?
Hold on. I
Anthe.
think that's me.
Oh,
I
Anthe,
think-
Anthe,
it
it's
is
your
Anthe. Yes,
turn.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine.
It's pinned. Right, okay, I'm sorry.
Huh? What?
I was forgetting, like, which characters were in the this flatlining. I forgot which characters were in the row, so.
Man. I gotta think about what she's gonna do now. I mean, because she's not gonna stand at the food forever, even though it's really good food.
Thank you.
But she fills her plate, not completely, because you don't want to eat too much, especially since this is an auction, and you have to, you got to be aware of what's going on. So, she kind of finishes arranging food on her plate, and goes, You don't happen to know where the powder room is, do you?
Lurk kind of raises his one eyebrow, and he's like the what? The what?
The what?
This is what he's asking.
Oh, the restroom, dear.
Oh, I haven't. I don't know if there's one in this room, but I could be able to find it.
Oh well, I don't want to put you out. You've already have done so much work.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can't stare at food all day. It's boring.
God, that's a mood.
Listen.
Out of character. If I could stare at food all day, I would.
Or would
Same.
But she's just gonna kind of stand there for a moment. I think she's gonna take another look around. Maybe she'll see something. I don't know.
Maybe she'll notice the ghost.
And
Can
let's see.
I roll a perception as well? Actually, no, Anthe, roll with advantage.
Oh, advantage?
Advantage. You're getting help.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, it's a 17, because the second one was a 7.
Okay.
All right. So as you're looking around, you do spy a door in the back of the stage. The wall is almost completely black. It's a dark brown on this stage, but there is a door just barely visible there. And you could guess that leads somewhere akin to a hallway or a restroom. Do you want to go there?
Well, well, I suppose that one will do. I'll be back. And she kind of gives kind of a little reassuring wave to Lure,
back
and just
yeah, Lure waves back and gives a nice nod.
she not too quickly, but she has a good pace. Goes over. She saves a seat with her plate of food. And she's gonna go check out the door.
Do you open the door is the ultimate question.
Well, she's going to approach the door, and then she kind of peers at it a moment, and then does a gentle 3 knocks on the door.
It's empty. There is nobody inside of nobody behind the door.
All right. She opens the door.
And you open the door to see a small hallway leading to a spiral stairs leading upward. Up from above, you see like a warm, glowing light. There is a door that was opened at the top. How clumsy of Nara to just leave the entrance to her home open like this.
I mean, that's one way to a bathroom.
Nara, no.
Oh my god.
There's an imposter among us.
Boom, 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 boom.
I need to stop. I'm so sorry.
No, it's funny. All right, hold on. Let me flip a coin here. All right, I guess she's gonna start heading up the stairs. She's kind of curious, and also, surely there is some bathroom in here, probably.
Probably. As you're going up the stairs, you just see this lavish living room. It's got 5 couches. One of them was scooted off to the side to make an entryway for the auction house. This is completely underground, as you may have now just realized, both literally and figuratively.
She blinks a couple times. So this really is underground. Neat. But where exactly? Now, this doesn't quite seem like a parlor. At least not for a... I sure hope this isn't anyone's house. Is this someone's house? She looks nervous. Is she getting lost? Who knows?
Oh, yes, it is somebody's house.
Does she know? Probably not.
Do you want to wander around the floor plan?
Yes.
As you wander around the first floor, the ground floor, which you are currently on, you just see that there's just a dining room table to one side of the large space. Going around the hallway, you see some sort of game room where there's plenty of seats for employees to sit and play games and eat.
Oh my
One
god.
corner of the house seems to be an art studio. If you do go upstairs, you will find the kitchen where all of that food was made.
So I rolled an investigation check to see if she could figure out that this is indeed somebody's house. She rolled a 4.
Oh my god.
She is looking around and goes, This is one strange hotel.
Just a jerk to everyone today.
So no, you do not realize that this is somebody's manor. You do not realize this at all as you're climbing up the stairs. And where there is a bathroom. Finally, a bathroom on the second floor of a 3-story building.
Well, they really should have made these things a bit more accessible, but I can't blame them. It's very difficult to design a place like this. Oh well, I'm here now, so...
Are you ready to move on?
Yes. She'll go through the door and close the door, and we'll switch to somebody else.
Okay. Me totally not scrolling back up.
No, that's
Lure,
my turn.
you're up.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Yay! I'm trying to think, actually. I think watching as Anthe kind of walks off, he sort of turns back to the food, gives a slight nod. As he's now sure that it's not messed up. It's fine. Everything's here. That's great. He didn't waste anything. Nothing's wasted. So now he's just gonna
remove from the food as well.
everything. All is well. Everything is fine. Don't worry. Nothing's on fire this time. And so at that, he's going to turn to the nearest coworker and just elbow them, and then start telling them a dumb dad joke.
Lure beloved.
The coworker just, which is Lucky just gives him a frown and starts to sign to him, just like, now's not the time for those jokes. We are supposed to be on the lookout for something.
Lord raises his eyebrow once more, and he's like, what exactly?
Somebody's infiltrated the place and is having all the staff look over.
Why didn't you tell me about this?
I was lazy, and that's all he's signing at that point. Lucky just walks off.
Lur just furrows his eyebrow and glares at Lucky. He's been telling dad jokes this whole time. God damn it. No one told him.
Don't worry, Clara didn't get told either.
His one weakness. But no, he's gonna start taking that a bit seriously now, and I don't know what to find. I think I'm gonna roll a perception to see if anything's out of place or something.
Yes, the three people that are investigating the traitor are Lure, Clara, and Barynor. The rest are free to have reign at the auction.
Cool, just making sure I remembered who it all was.
Okay.
Clara's gonna need to get informed as well, then.
Clara's heading to the right spot, because Barynor is just getting informed.
I need to quickly roll a perception for Lure real quick.
Alright.
That's a nat one!
Oh!
Man, what a lovely party! What's going on here?
Nothing strange about them. What's wrong with
Nothing
this
strange.
picture?
You sure hope that your new friend didn't barge into your employer's house.
God damn it. You better not have, Anthe. I'm looking at you. What's missing from this picture? Lord, upon not finding anything at all, just kind of stands there. He's like, guess everyone else just hasn't been looking good enough. And then he goes back to, and then he just looks around to see what he can do, and trying to make conversation with some of the people at the auction. And yeah, no, I'm just gonna roll a random. Okay.
You are heading towards Nara herself, your boss.
Oh god. She's on stage. Lure has stage fright. Oh no.
It's like, what is it, darling? I'm quite busy getting everything in order. Nara just mumbles, trying to look over spreadsheets of what goes where.
They're just kind of stands there awkwardly. He's like, yeah, I made a mistake. And he's kind of like, nothing. Nothing. Hey, just, uh-huh.
She lowers her 7'4" tall self down to Lure's height and just mumbles, "There's somebody strange among us. I want you to go investigate as much as you can and get Clara to do it as well. You don't know Clara. She's the ghost girl. She's been working with me for years. I'm on scouting art. You'll know her when you see her.
Right.
Go, shoot."
Okay.
He's seen her before.
Lure just sticks his tongue out at Nara and walks off. And now he's off to go find Nara. Not Nara, Clara.
Okay, Duke. Okay, Duke.
Hi. Yes. I would love to say that there was a point where Duke was turning around. I was like, I'm going to talk to that weird ghost toon that seemed to know Nara. As soon as he started stepping forward and Nara popped through the table to spook people, he just turned. He just went, no.
No thanks.
Not right now.
I changed my mind. This was a mistake.
Actually, I'm
No
good.
thanks.
Why does he not like Clara?
But
Because
no.
that's a little too much toon shenanigans for his taste.
Too much
What do you
party.
expect from a toon?
Well, he's not. I think Duke would go to the cluster of guests, the one where Barynor / Edward is, especially seeing that there seems to be a commotion between them. So he would like to insert himself in the beginning with like, excuse me, is everything okay here?
Mr. Edward, you're being talked to.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. He's going to turn to Duke and say, "Why wouldn't it be?"
Well, it seems like there's a little bit of a commotion here, but I trust your judgment if you say everything's okay. I hope the event is good to you all.
So obviously Edward just met Duke, and he's not going to immediately push off this information of a traitor. So he's going to give a very fake smile and say, "No, I am just a loud person, so I'm told." And he gives off a very hearty laugh and looks to the rest and say, "Isn't that right, my friends?"
They all just sort of squirm a little uncomfortable at your somewhat loud demeanor to compare it to the previous Edward's more relaxed tone.
Sorry, Edward, I'm ruining your name.
I'm sorry, have you changed? Yes, I'm very loud now, and I also have a haircut.
I am in disguise to the best of my abilities.
Okay, yeah, Duke will just like very also give like a tight smile back, especially seeing the reaction from the group, and be like, I see. I will see. I will say I haven't seen you before. I do frequent events like this often, but I believe this is the first time. Duke, the amazing Duke, if you will, but Duke is fine. Pleasure to meet you. And he will stick out a toon gloved hand.
Well, the amazing Duke, I am Edward, and this is my... He thinks for a moment. Third? Fourth? I've been here many, many times. And he's gonna shake Duke's hand.
I see. This is the first time I've been to this specific auction. I do not. I am not 100% aware of the host Nara, but they seem to have such an exquisite collection here. There's some truly peculiar pieces that I've never seen in person, nor have many people that I've spoken to or heard about these pieces from, they always say that it has disappeared, so to speak. But it's frankly incredible.
Disappearing art, you say? So this Barynor kind of piques its interest because the idea of Nara like stealing some of this art, that's good. That's good dirt. And he's like,
Oh,
and he's like, oh, so do you say some of this disappeared from its previous location? Interesting
Yes.
indeed.
Yes, I mean, it could be a case of these being taken away so secret that not even the public was told about it. Um, that has been the case in previous occasions, but yes, I cannot say I'm not curious to know the stories behind these.
Well, I'm sure it's nothing. Barynor lies to pretend like he doesn't care. I won't let it ruin my night. I'm sure I'll be able to pick up more than one of these, he puts in quotes, stolen arts.
It's just like Duke internally. Why is he saying it's stolen? He doesn't think this is crime. Duke may be a wizard, but he's very dumb. So he will just laugh to brush this off because I did not know what you're talking about, my fair man. It was a pleasure meeting you, Edward. Do you know when the auction was aimed to start?
Yes, I've heard it is a pleasure to meet me. I'm not sure about when the auction will start, though.
I see.
Barynor, I love you so much.
I shake this back and forth.
Barynor sees rich people in a really bad light.
He's
Good.
so head empty.
He's so fucking valid.
He is so head empty.
I will say after this round, the auction will officially start.
Uh-oh.
Awesome, okay.
But yeah, Duke will be like, well, I'll see you around, nod and turn around, leave.
Yes, of course.
Okay. Wow, it's your turn. My poor man, my poor soul.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Chief. He's not looking at anyone. He has finished his lemon. It was pretty good. He got interacted with a strange ghost person. Alright, cool. That is I mean, yeah, you know what? He's just he's gonna be here, but he's not gonna like it. So he reached into his hammer space and he pulled out an amulet of some kind, and shoved that back in very quickly. And then he pulled out a book. He's now reading what looks to be like a very old, slightly water-stained book. Just reading. I'm so sorry, he's not looking at anything or anyone.
He's valid.
Damn. Lao knows how toons work, and that's if things happen, they will happen, and he will have to deal with it then. For now, he does not have to deal with it. He is just... He would rather not interact with any of the hoity-toity people around.
Though there is a loud banging coming from the podium, catching all of who's present gaze. Everyone, settle down. It is time to begin the auction. Please do take your seats as soon as you can.
Okay, so at this time, Barynor is not interested in the auction, and if anything, now is the best time while everybody's distracted to be off. So he's gonna see if it's like I'll roll a stealth check, of course, Maybe to see if there's somewhere he can sneak off to take off his costume.
And you know Clara's gonna be following him because she's going towards him already.
Good point. I don't think he even know. I could roll a perception check, but I'm not sure he even noticed Clara.
It's gonna be an entire conga line because Lur's trying to follow Clara.
The funniest stuff is that you guys are in the auction, but you want to leave the auction. Meanwhile, Anthe's fucked off somewhere and has to come back. She's like, damn
Lur
it.
has to make sure his coworkers know what his coworkers need to know.
But I can roll perception to see if I recognize Clara following me off. Yeah, I notice it.
That is a dirty 20.
Worker there, or would you just think she's
I kind of like. I think Barynor just kind of looks at Clara and thinks, whatever. Like, if she's, whatever. Like, I can sneak off away from her, and I'm gonna try and, as I said, go into like a secluded area and get out of this awful costume.
The funniest part is that walls do not hinder Clara, so she's not getting shaken as easily as you think, Barynor.
No, I don't think he realizes that.
Yeah, I think I can distract Clara. Not purposefully, but Lur is still trying to talk to her.
Well, I got a 9 in stealth, so.
Well,
So I'm not hiding.
Everybody looked at you as you tried to sneak off Barynor. Everybody's looking at you. Feel the pit of shame. Feel it. You're immediately on the radar of all the staff within the vicinity.
Except Clara, because she has no radar.
Okay, he's gonna just put his hand up and say, I was just gonna stop by the washroom. I don't need the first few items.
Oh, so you're following Anthe?
Oh, not at all. He won't get that far. He just needed an excuse.
Nara does clear her throat. There is no washroom down here.
Alright. That makes things more complicated. Sorry. Alright, that makes things more complicated. Then just give me a second to take a breather.
I thought you were here to partake in the auction, Mr. Edward.
And of course, I am. You know me, I've been here every time. It's just a matter of the first few items haven't quite caught my eye. I just need to take a bit of a breather, as I said. It's a bit overwhelming.
You've only just started. Sit down.
Don't anger the tiger.
Yes, Miss Nara. And he will sit down, and he won't try to escape Clara at this point, because there's no point.
Dude looks like he's being haunted with a ghost following him this long.
oh god. Can I try to talk
Hopefully
to...
I have... Sorry, go ahead.
Would I be able to try to talk to Clara now?
Oh, right. Oh, sweet. Lao got a nat 20. Give an applause, please.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
My mic won't pick up the clapping, but...
I had to slap my leg to clap because I'm holding my phone.
Oh.
That is a completely stupid little nat 20. That is just to hide his disdain for A, the loud noises, and B, all the very posh hoity-toity people in here. He's doing pretty well. He looks
He's
very
doing very,
comfortable,
very well.
very happy to be here. Like any other person in here, he's just, he's absolutely down, ready for this. Yeah, don't worry about him sitting at the back of the room. He doesn't like crowds. It's fine. He is still absolutely 100% willing to be here and participate.
All right, do you guys mind if we take a small break? We are past an hour point, and I think we would all do with a 10-minute break.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
fully
I'm
set the
fine with
auction.
that.
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right, we may pause recording for now.
All right.
Cool.
I love
This is gonna
Barynor
be
so much right
interesting, that's for sure.
Okay, everyone, go get drinks, whatever you need. Bathroom.
I have water.
Yeah,
I have bacon
fill my
ribs.
water bottle. Yeah.
This entire game is making me nervous, and I'm scared I'm not doing good.
You're doing great.
No, you're doing fine.
It's been the first time in 3 years that I've hosted a good game.
No.
You're doing great. Again, there's a lot of very strong personalities here. Like, I think that's gonna add to it, if anything else.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
Yeah, no, this is fun.
I'm
Even
really
if Clara
expecting
is.
this game now to just be sitting against the back wall reading a book. Meanwhile, so much shit is
There's
going
like-
on, and
it's
his
like
beef
the-
is just...
It's like the "this is fine" meme. Like everything is on fire, and Lao is just calmly reading a book.
Completely just... Nope, not my problem. I am not meant to be here in the first place. The only reason I got this stupid invitation was for stupid reasons. I will only interact if forced to. I'm very sorry he's so difficult. He's just not sociable birds.
I mean,
He doesn't
at least he
say
stayed in the
that is
auction room.
valid.
Anthe just left. Well, she was like, oh, well, let's see where the bathroom is. Literally wanders into her house.
No, I might roll a perception really quickly to see if he notices everyone leaving. Because that might mean, oh, fuck, why am I can just leave. I can just
leave.
Barynor at this point is just...
I want to say I absolutely love how I'm having a great time. Meanwhile, Clara is having a horrible time. She's trying so hard.
Oh.
Poor child.
Sorry, Clara.
Barynor just tried to act like a rich person. He's absolutely not, but he's like, this is how rich people act. I could do this.
Barynor attempts to leave, can't leave. Meanwhile, Anthe left, now is trying to get back.
I have +6 to stealth.
I'm imagining Anthe just wandering around a house, finding Nara's bedroom, like, ooh, this is a very fancy bed. I'm gonna take a nap in this.
No, she has more
fancy
poise than that.
apartment.
Anthe pulls a Goldilocks.
Yeah, this
I should
bed
say
is
some
too
kind
big.
This
I
bed
should
is
say
too
that-
soft.
I'm gonna sign your bear now.
It's
I
like-
should have made this kind of deception check because I have a +11 to deception.
Oh,
Man, off topics with Goldilocks is kind of a bitch.
Oh, absolutely she is.
Literally just walked into a stranger's house and complained the entire time about stuff that wasn't even hers.
Absolutely.
I'm very tempted to pull a Goldilocks.
Eats their fucking porridge, breaks their chairs, and breaks their beds.
Like, man, this one
I'll be back.
sucks.
Man, this bed sucks.
Honestly, the bear.
Oh, geez.
Goldilocks a bitch.
No, she really is. She's awful.
She's literally terrible. Man, I hate this chair. I'm gonna fucking stand on it.
Honestly, Clara's whole existence to this point has been hilarious. She wakes up dead without any memories. She meets a god, now she's a warlock. She meets a mailman, her current only friend, and now she's having the worst party of her life, and she's trying so hard.
Barynor sells information, and that's why he's here.
Nice.
That's not good.
Oh no, Barynor's not a good guy.
He's still beloved. Oh god, no, I feel like you know a lot about Lur then. Oh no, that's terrible. Why do I say that? His entire personal life has been published, like...
The thing is, Barynor is not someone to blackmail, but if someone buys their information for a good hefty coin, you'll sell it.
Oh boy.
Honestly, the fact that Lyra is so well known makes it hilarious that one coworker is like known super well and one has literally no information about her.
Well, there's a specific reason as to why he's known very well, but unless you were in Ghibli, you wouldn't really hear of him.
Yeah, I imagine Barynor might recognize lore from like stories, if anything, but not at all Clara. Although once he learns that Clara works for Nara, he'll be like, I want to know more about Clara. I need information on Clara right now.
Oh boy, you're gonna have the time of your life!
Oh, I bet.
I'm just asking Clara, like sitting down, like you're going to tell me everything about you. No, please, no, please, no, please, no, please.
Please.
The funniest part is that with the story I'm making for her, I think she was like semi-famous when alive, but now she has no fucking clue who she used to be.
Barynor has like a lamp over Clara's. Clara's like sitting down in a chair calmly, and he's like, "Tell me everything."
Dude, it'd be cool if like Barynor had like some information on her past life, and of course couldn't connect the dots.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so good for her story. You are so big brain.
He has information on that, but like Clara doesn't know who that was, and he would never connect that to Clara.
Yeah, Clara lost all her colors.
We're still on break for now. Feel free to join the mid-game banter.
Oh right, I forgot that I can use help as a bonus action. Not that it helps here, but I can do that.
Yeah.
Mastermind rogue.
Honestly, the best way to get information from Clara is to actually be her friend, and she's only got one friend so far, so she'd be eager to talk to someone who actually wants to interact with her.
And Barynor definitely wants to interact with people, just not for good reasons.
Yeah. I mean, Lure tries to interact with his coworkers, but some days he has those days.
Valid.
We all have
and
them days.
He's literally never heard of Clara before until today, so he
Understandable.
honestly...
She's very hard to find.
I speak 5 languages. Yeah, because I'm a mastermind warlock and a half elf, so I have mastermind rogue and a half elf. We get a bunch of languages.
Nice.
So I have common, dwarvish, elvish, halfling, and thieves' cant.
Nice.
Too bad you don't know Grolix.
I should have taken Grolic, but I didn't.
Valid.
Okay, we're starting up it's starting up again in 2 more minutes. Let's take a real quick stretch. Move our bodies around a little.
I forgot I have a +11 to deception and persuasion.
Jesus Christ.
Roguish expertise is dumb. Yeah, my proficiency bonus is doubled for any ability check you make for 2 chosen proficiencies. Yeah, so I chose for deception and persuasion. I think bards have expertise as well.
Yeah, they do. And bards also get jack of all trades feature as well.
Right, which is a really good feature.
Jack of all trades is so good.
Yeah, I love jack of all trades.
I want to say that the reason why Clara is so loud compared to the other character I played, Partner, is 1, because I have a loud voice, and I'm sorry about that, but 2, she's an entertainer. She's a warlock of Frisch, so it's kind of her job to be loud and flashy and, entertain.
Of course.
That is completely fair. I just want you to know that if you're too loud, Lure will probably walk off.
Understandable. I think she's gonna...
Oh.
She was excited, but she's calming down because she hasn't gotten a chance to talk to anyone, so she's going to be a lot more calm than earlier.
Let's say Barynor
That's
will
fair.
turn down the volume as well, because Barynor is not naturally a loud person. He's just acting right now.
Yeah.
Bird does not like loud noises at all.
Actually, I think
All right. We're at 1:35 p.m. 4:35 p.m. EST. We are going back into the game. Recording will restart in 3, 2, 1. All right. So we're still at the auction. We're having fun, what we could call fun for rich people. The first piece is brought up onto the stage. It is that statue. It is that one specific statue of La Lune et Moi. I don't know why I've been hyperfixating on that statue, but it's been stuck in my brain for days now. And so here it is up on stage. Long lost Ghibli art.
Quite a nice find.
Now for the bidding part, yes, there's actually going to be bidding. For the starting bids will always be at 500. If you can roll a 1d3, and if you roll a 1, you raise the bid price by 100 gold. If you get a 2, you raise it up by 200 gold, and if you get a 3, you raise that price up by 300 gold. Bidding time will start when you will hear this noise. Is that clear?
I did not hear a noise.
No
Did not hear a
noise.
noise.
Ah, darn it! It was a.
I can faintly hear it.
It was louder earlier, but oh well. I will let you guys know when the bidding time is start. We will start from the top of the initiative. Start from the top there. The piece is 500 golds. The starting bid is 500 gold. Y'all can move down the line and try to increase the price as much as you can if you want this statue. Does that make sense?
Sounds good to me.
Well, thumbs up for me.
You mentioned pre-game that we had starting gold of 1,500?
1,500. Not 1,500. Not 1,500. No, 15,000 gold.
Jesus Christ.
It's quite a hefty amount.
That's some gold.
Yes, you'll want that amount because it's probably going to get very expensive.
Can't believe Anthe's missing out on all this.
Man.
Anthe, please get out the bathroom.
Anthe, please go home. Your family misses you.
Yeah.
Anthe, come out, please.
Anthe, please.
Meanwhile, Anthe, where the hell am I?
God damn it, Chris, where the hell are we?
Yeah.
I get to sneak off as soon as possible is all I care about.
When you said where the hell am I immediately heard Bubby from Half-Life VR.
All right, are we ready to begin?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
All right, starting up from Barynor, the starting price is 500 gold. What is your offer? If you want to offer at all.
Let's say, I think Baron's a bit distracted right now. He doesn't want to draw any attention to himself, so he'll pass this bid.
All right. Next up, Clara, do you want to bid on this piece for 500 on starting?
Clara wasn't here to buy stuff, so no, she's focused on Barynor.
All right. Anthe, you are not present at the auction. Lure is not interested in committing crime, so he gets a pass. Duke, are you interested in getting and offering 500 gold for this piece?
Yes.
All right, that's 500 gold. Wow, do you want to roll to beat Duke's price?
No. You know, like, one hand, Lao doesn't want to be here. On the other hand, he's kind of looking around at this bid, and he looks at this statue, and he looks at the only guy who's put a bid down. Just, well, she's gonna... Let's see, bud. Yeah, that's what I thought. She's gonna lift up one hand that's holding the book. He's still reading the book. He just tilts his head back and lifts up the book as a hand raised for the bid.
All right. Price has been up to 600 gold. Gold back to the top. Now, between bidding periods, we will have interactions. So currently we are... So what is Clara and Barynor doing as well as Lure? They are not focused on the auction part, so they can interact.
Sure.
Clara's just trying to come talk to this guy.
Clara's still trying to chase after Clara to talk to her.
The group is finally converging at this point.
No, they're all. It's like a conga line.
Also, if Clara's loud, I'm sorry, that's just me. I can't really control how loud I am. She's not trying to be loud, okay?
No,
So-
you're fine.
We
You're
understand.
Good. So, I think the first thing he's going to do, he sees Clara trying to approach him, and he thinks this might actually be a perfect chance to step away from the auction. He sees Clara, and he goes, is there something you wish to talk about? Not here, though. I don't want to distract the auction.
Oh, well, no one's really wanted to talk to me, so I was just trying to see if you wanted to talk, but sure, we can go over towards the wall that way.
That's a... Beardoor's like, that's exactly what I want, but he'll say, yes,
We're still
let's do
running,
that.
running behind Clara.
Can I
Clara's
roll
a bit sharp
perception?
turn.
Can I roll perception to see if I can notice Lure trying to approach us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you're approaching me?
I can't beat the shit out of you without getting close.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You definitely see a book getting closer.
Bear's gonna raise an eyebrow, but he's going to use his hand to gesture Lure over, at least figure out what Lure wants as he makes his way away from the chairs and closer to one of the walls, more away from everybody else.
Lure just groans as he sees them walk somewhere else, and he's like, "Ah!"
Clara doesn't walk.
But yeah, while they're walking, I imagine we can continue the bids real quick.
All right, so Duke, do you want to up the price?
Yes, he would.
All right, roll that D3.
Come on, baby. That's a 2, so 200 gold.
So the price has been up to 800 gold. Anthe, how are you finding Nara's house?
It's like she steps out of the washroom. Oh dear. Oh dear, has the auction started already? Panic.
"Oh no!"
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have. And now she's kind of pacing around though, because she's like, wait, actually, hold on, I want to roll something.
Okay.
Let me see.
Anthe, beloved, please.
Yeah.
What?
She looks left, she looks right. And with that 5 in survival, she realizes she is lost.
Oh no.
She's lost
It looks like an entire maze to Anthe right now.
in the house.
Anthe, you are horribly lost in Nara's house. You'll probably have to wait for a staff member to find you.
The walls turned to corn and now you're stuck in a corn maze. That's what Anthe sees right now.
Just sees
Wow,
walls
do you
and
want
walls.
to have the prize? Do you want to keep on bidding?
Lao, what's Lao gonna do? I'm gonna roll something quickly.
This is
I
a
don't.
competition between Lao and Duke right now.
Until
Hey, I'm
Anthe
just
finally finds the
roll
way.
real quick. Actually, hang on. I'm sorry. Give me a moment. So can I have you roll and not be? That's what I thought. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Give me a sec.
Alright.
Let me type. Okay. That's a perception of 10. It is pretty loud, so he notices there's an auction going on, but for the most part he is trying to ignore it. So he kind of shuffles again, and in his shuffling he raises his book up at an angle again that kind of looks like he's raising his hand up. So he's gonna raise his hand up, and they're gonna take it down as a bid for 300.
The
Would like
price
you all to
has
know,
been
Lao
up
is not doing this
to
on purpose.
1,100 gold.
Oops.
Yeah,
Looking
that's a
at
valuable
Barynor,
statue.
Clara, and Lore, how are you 3 faring?
Okay, I want to say that Lure's finally caught up to the 2 of them, and he's just standing there panting, and he's like, "You guys are the worst."
Clara
I
finally
didn't-
notices him and she's like, "Oh, you're away from the food area?"
Didn't
'Cause I don't-
realize.
Slightly
chasing us.
Instead of
nasty.
food all day.
Yeah, Clara's just really happy that someone actually wants to talk.
Barynor's gonna be like, well, he's gonna look around. Is anybody looking at them right now? I imagine they're all distracted.
Everybody is focused on the auction, so no, nobody is looking at them.
So he looks to Lure, and Lure's the only threat here of messing with his disguise. So he's just gonna say to Lure, changing his voice to his regular Barynor voice, listen, I'm going to do something, and you're going to keep it to yourself.
Lure raises his one eyebrow once more.
Clara's confused.
So he's gonna take off his wig and his mustache and some of his, and he's like, I'm sorry, it's just so hot in here with everything on. How do they live with this kind of stuff?
Clara
Yeah.
looks like she just won the jackpot because she's.
Lure just kind of stares at Barynor, and without breaking eye contact, kind of like shuffles over to Clara, and he's like, "Hey, Clara, right?"
Yeah. Clara Spectrum, that's me.
Well, kind of like gestures for Clara to kind of come down to his height.
Okay, she's finally going back to floor level.
I was still pretty short, so
She's been flying above everyone this entire time.
He will say to Lure, listen, I know you work here. Have you heard anything about someone suspicious?
And
kind of
Clara's just looking at them both like, what do you mean suspicious?
Lure just holds up a finger up to Barynor, and he's like, "Give me a moment. I need to talk to someone, one child at a time, please." Listen, he's a father. He can say that.
He isn't even a child.
He'll still say it. Anyway, he turns to Clara and he's like, so about that, you don't. Apparently, we're supposed to be looking for someone.
We are?
Well, that's what Nada said.
No one told me.
I know, me neither. Apparently, Lucky was too lazy.
Him. So, who are we supposed to be looking for?
Oh, I have no clue.
Oh, that's just great.
Yeah, I wasn't really told any descriptions or anything to really go off of. Just supposed to be looking for someone. That's what Nada said.
Well, if I can interject real quick. I learned from some of the socialites here. Maybe they have more information?
Lurk hums a bit at that, and
Clara just straight up says, "You are the only person who's wanted to talk to me this entire time. I'm not gonna just go over there and make a fool of myself."
That's typically my job. However, for the time being, so Barynor is going to cast Find Familiar.
Alright.
oh,
To create his precious, black cobra.
Alright.
And he's going to tell it. Luckily, it's black. We're in a dark room because of the lighting, or darker anyway. And he's gonna say, "Just keep an eye on the auction. Let me know if anything goes wrong," and he'll have it slither off.
Lurk just kind of stands there and he's like, I don't care about an auction.
Clara does not either, but she's like, "Oh, that is a beautiful snake."
Yes, she is. Thank you. I have much pride into that one.
I literally lost my accent like 2 seconds ago.
I'm still trying to figure out Barynor's voice. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
moving
that
on.
Lurk is Scottish,
Duke.
but I literally just lost his accent.
Duke, you notice that the price has been upped from 800 to 1,100 gold. Do you want to up the price?
Duke will gently shake his head at Nara. He will not up his price.
Oh! Nara starts counting down. 3, 2, 1. Sold to the one in the wheelchair.
Congrats, Lao, you got a statue.
You got a statue now.
You got a statue, what are you gonna do with it?
Hang on. I'm rolling perception. Oh, well, actually,
I just bought a fucking
No.
statue.
here's the bang, and he hears wheelchair, and he looks up and is like, "Yes, I'm in a wheelchair. Why is that a surprise?" And then he's just like, everyone's looking at him. He's narrow, and he's just, "Why are you all looking at me? Odd. And he's just
Someone
one hand holding the book, the other hand
next to-
gesturing out like, "Why?"
Next to Lao just mumbles, "Congrats on getting that statue. It's a one of a kind."
Duke will just turn to Lao and just like nod his head at and like, "Yeah, you won. Fair play."
General Insight Duke!
Yeah.
Alright, man!
Insight +3. Oh, the 90. So that one!
Oh.
My man's like, yeah,
Beautiful.
fair games.
Duke, you look at this man, he's an inscrutable player. Like, you look at this guy, you can tell he's an old hat in this game. Like, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows exactly what he's doing. And You can tell this is probably not even his first auction. Man, the look on his face says that, yeah, it
So
was a fair play, and
experienced.
also you put up a good game too, man. You get a look, and you just know this man is giving you a respectful look. From one challenging auctioneer to another.
What should be like a fucking
Meanwhile-
scowl?
In Mel's head, he is just. What? I never put a bit. I didn't put a bid down. I didn't put any bids down.
You
I
did.
didn't have any bids. I never fucking bid. He's just mentally processing this, and he's just slowly nodding, and he's just. Right. I have a statue. Yes, I have a statue now then. And he's just.
Do you mute it?
Hear it! Damn it!
No,
He's
I'm
just gonna slowly nod, slip his book under the fold of his sari, grip the sides of his chair, look at the statue, look at the auctioneer, and says, "So am I expected to carry that home, or is it being delivered?" And he's just gonna turn. And
It will
leave.
be delivered. Don't worry about it.
He nods and says, "Good." And
Didn't
turns
Lao
around and
get
leaves.
didn't Lao get like the wrong invitation, so it's just gonna be delivered to a random person?
Don't worry, she has the address. She just sent the invitation to Lao's address, and she still has that on record.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Because it would have been hilarious if this random
get the offer?
statue just showed up at this random person's house.
I was about to say really funny.
The
I
Where did the
statue is
statue come
built
from?
off of the stage. Now, Anthe, how are you doing? How lost are you?
Sorry, I'm just everyone clambering at this auction. Meanwhile, Anthe, God, where am I? All right.
They just floating in space right now.
Oh boy. Okay. Let me see. Does she have her wits about her? Let's see.
That's me.
All right. Let's see. If I'm in a maze, typically if you hug the right-hand side, you could find the exit. Was that correct, or was it left? Directions are always a little difficult. And she kind of is pacing back and forth.
I still have no clue what Anthe looks like.
Hmm. She. All right, let's see. Yeah, okay. She gets the bright idea. Ah, well, if this is a hotel, then that must mean there's got to be a phone somewhere, yes? And then someone can help me back to the auction room? Maybe? So I'm gonna...
How prepared are you to go up to the third floor to get to the phone?
to get... Wait, I gotta roll some perception or something. Or maybe investigation. She's gotta find a phone.
Okay.
Or she'll attempt to. Otherwise... Alright, let's see. Well, the duality. So, that's a nat 20. She has somehow acquired a phone.
Anthe manages to get up to the third floor and enter the smoke room.
Oh dear.
There's nothing nothing smoking going on in there, but there's just a... I want you to roll perception.
That was perception earlier. Did you want me to roll another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the room itself.
All right.
Can't believe we got Anthe locks over here.
So that's a 16.
Yeah, this room was definitely for something. There were ashtrays on the counters. Well, not necessarily counters, but the coffee table. There was a cubby full of smokes. But you do see a phone. There is a phone hanging up on the wall.
Oh, thank goodness. Though, I must admit, the smoke room is rather nice. Such a shame I've given up smoking. And she mutters as she picks up the phone. I suppose the easiest thing is to call the operator, probably. How embarrassing to be lost. And she's just gonna hit 0 or whatever equivalent it is.
There is no operator in the house, but back in the auction, Nara's phone starts to ring mid-bidding.
Oh, no!
No!
Anthe, no.
Nara hisses to Lure, just like, hey, get up here, I'm getting a phone call. Take over for me.
Oh my god!
Even Clara would have been better choice.
Lure just gives Dara like a kind of just one of those looks. You know the one.
Clara can take over if he's not with.
No, he's fine. I'll just he begrudgingly walks up. He does not like to be. He has stage fright. He's really bad stage fright. So he just walks up. And it's like, what the fuck do you want?
I imagine Nara's too in the zone to recognize Barynor right now.
She just passes him the phone and just like, answer whoever this is. Do not mention my name. Do not mention what we are doing here. Do not tell the police.
Just does the playful, like a dumb salute and walks off stage. He
She
picks up the
continues
phone.
the bit portion.
He picks up the phone. He turns into it and he's like, "Who is this?"
Oh, I wanna roll history.
I mean,
Does she
wouldn't
remember?
they recognize each other by voice?
What?
Wouldn't they recognize each other by
That's
voice?
what I'm rolling for, though.
Roll with advantage because you just met that night.
That's true. So the first one's a 12, which isn't bad, though. I'm probably going with that one because the other one is a 6.
Yeah, 12 is good. I mean, it's above average, so.
Yeah, you do recognize Lure on the other end of the phone.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm so sorry to be a bother. It's just, well, the good news is I found the powder room. The bad news is I do not know how to get back to the auction room. Has it started yet?
Yeah? What are you?
She glances around. Well, I seem to be in some sort of, smoke parlor. I didn't realize that there was one in the hotel.
Lure just rubs his face in annoyance and he's like, "You not in a hotel?"
This isn't.
Just kind of hangs up and starts to make his way over to the smoking room.
Hello? Hello? Well, well, I don't really know. And she hangs the phone back up.
God.
Lure, you know the layout of the house. You don't have to rule for survival. You know the house. You've been working here for at least a couple years at this point.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Anthe. Well, if you want something done, you're gonna have to do it yourself. I can go find it. If I walk
Wait,
down enough
just
stairs, I'll be
wait,
fine.
please.
I just
Please.
imagine that Anthe is like, I can do it myself, and then the door swings open, like slams open, Lur's standing there. Somebody!
That's
All right, moving on. The next piece of the artwork is a silly little painting. It seems to be abstract. It has the colors of gold, brown, and copper. And its design is fairly simple, but the craftsmanship, the making of the paints, that is some fine quality paints. Wow, and Duke, I want you to roll perception on the painting to see if it's a real painting.
ah.
Out of the building right now, isn't?
Well, you can easily tell that this painting is very real. It has beautiful quality. Very beautiful quality. Duke, you're not sure if this is real or not. It just seems to be like a dumb painting of some squares.
Just a dumb
just kind of-
square.
Now just mutters under his breath. I don't know why this is considered art. It is literally a bunch of squares, but to each their own, I suppose.
I want the image of Duke also just like leaning down and saying, "Do you see the appeal of this?" And he opens his coat pocket and just a mess of a woolly hat and glasses and fucking bright colors, which is his toon familiar, just looks up, squints, looks at Duke and shakes his head like, no. Okay.
So the starting bid is 500 once again. Which of you will do either of you want to bid on it?
Considering last time, yeah, no, Lao is firmly not. He's heading to sort of leave-ish, because he's accidentally already bid for one thing he didn't want. He's not gonna stick around to try and bid for another thing he doesn't want.
You're not fair, Lau. Duke was like bidding the first time out of like courtesy and politeness. He doesn't want this tiny square painting though. Not really.
Just a bunch of squares. Duke ain't no square.
Some square. Damn, bro, why you gotta be such a square?
Other people start to bid on the painting, and it does go for about 2,000 gold, because people in this crowd are very dumb.
People like squares.
People like Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Minecraft painting.
Minecraft real? Minecraft toonkind real?
The irony of this, after just yesterday, I made a fucking Enderman.
Alright, Anthe, Lure, how are you surviving? Lure, you are being paired up with Anthe right now because you are now in Nara's house.
Yeah, Lur just kind of walks up to Anthe. Can I pick up Anthe?
Pick up Anthe?
Yes.
I guess we could roll like. Should we treat this like a grapple?
We could.
I guess you roll athletics and I could roll either or.
Normally I would just say normal strength check, but grapple sounds fun.
Yeah, you could roll athletics, and then she rolls, or is it strength? I forget.
It's athletics.
Athletics, and then she can roll athletics or acrobatics, I think.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
go ahead.
Sorry, I was checking something. What do I need to roll again?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Okay. What is your
Huh.
athletics, my good man? Okay, that's a nat one.
Trips on it.
Lord, you cannot pick this woman up. I am
You're
sorry.
supposed to be a strong boy.
Wait, I hadn't rolled yet. Oh, okay. It's funny
Well, it was a
because
nat one.
that's true. A 12. So she just sees this guy trip on a table.
he just trips on a wire on his way over.
Oh, goodness. Are you all right? What were you trying to do? And she is going to hold out a hand to help you up.
Lord does get up and he sort of dusts himself off and he's like, "How'd you get here?"
How did I? Well, I walked up the stairs. I mean, that's the only way to go, right?
No, how did she get out of the auctioning room?
How did I get out of the auction?
Or kind of nods.
Oh, well, I mean, I found a door, and I thought that it went to the washroom, and, well, there was a hallway, and so I followed down the hallway, and, this isn't getting us anywhere. Why don't we
Have
just...
a washroom in the auctioning room.
Huh?
There's no washroom leading to the...
Oh.
Whatever. And he kind of just... Since trying to pick up, Anthe failed him, he just grabs their hand and starts to drag them out of the room.
I can follow just fine. You don't have to. And she's trying to adjust herself a bit. Though I understand your sense of urgency. Already, we've probably missed 1 or 2 items.
I'm not interested in that.
With Lore as help, you do make it back to the auction room where there's just that painting you were looking at earlier, Anthe. The one that stood out to you, the one that was calling your name.
Wait, isn't it like 2,000 gold now?
No, that was the squares.
The Minecraft painting.
Squared.
The one that was calling to her, the creature falling out of the sky, the blizzard, the everything, the beauty of it all. It was there on stage, a 32 by 32 inch painting waiting for her.
Yes, good.
As soon as Lura has brought Anthe back, he just lets go of Anthe's hand, and he's like, just casually hands over a map, and he's like, "You won't get lost now."
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, boy.
You're welcome. Don't go into doors you don't know what lead to.
Well, I
And
knocked.
then
I
he
thought that'd be
runs
okay.
All right, Duke, Anthe. I'm sorry, Lao.
What about Bar and Barynor?
The painting on stage, you don't have to roll perception on it. It is a genuine copy of this very, very elusive painting. Nara, knowing this, says, This painting will start at 1,000 gold. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Clara and Barynor. Sorry, I'll get to you after this.
All good, no worries.
Do any of you want to start the 1,000 gold on this elusive painting?
Duke will hesitate and then raise his paddle.
Oh, you don't have to roll it. It's the starting bid, so you will start on 1,000.
Yeah. All right.
Anthe, do you want to roll for this painting? Oh, that's a yes. That's 1,100. Lao, you do not have to do this, but in case you do, you can offer for this painting.
Yeah, Lao.
You don't have to, though.
You know, I'm rolling a perception because he's looking at the food and he's trying to see if he can find anything that is somewhat bitter or sour.
Accidentally buys this painting, I will literally fucking sob.
Well,
Mm.
I don't think he finds what he's looking for. Oh,
He does not find what he's looking for, but there's the next best thing, which is a key lime pie.
and he's gonna look around real quick to make sure everyone is paying attention to like the bidding, and then he's just gonna very slowly, with his finger, just like cut a bit out, and I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna ask: is this sweet?
It is
Just
mildly
sweet.
sweet. It is.
Yeah.
It is
Okay.
a bitter sweet, sort of.
Okay. I'm gonna have to roll a con save because he's gonna try it and see how well he handles it. This is gonna be a disadvantage though.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Oh boy, you have no pluses to your con, so it is just the 7. Cuts a slight bit off. There is now like a very slight. You know when you could like sneakily cut off a slight bit off of a bit of cake or pie, and you think no one's gonna notice. It's just like a crumbly little edge part that fell off in the oven. It's fine. He does something like that, and then he just quickly puts it into his mouth, and then his outline just kind of shivers and wriggles and just like ugh. And he kind of looks around. Just if there's a tablecloth or something, he's just gonna grab it and just hold it around his finger and just wipe it off, and then just like ugh, gosh, like, honestly, don't. Why is everything so bloody strong in Inkwell? And he's just gonna move away from the table because that was not pleasant.
All right, Clara and Barynor, how are you doing?
Alrighty. The squad.
The 2 people.
Alright. So, Barynor is going... Barynor's gonna look to Clara, and he's gonna say, so, where do you think we should start asking questions?
Well, I wouldn't want to interrupt the auction, because then we're going to get stared at and have to stand there in shame.
Not if we're quiet about it.
True. I'm gonna have Clara roll a perception to see if she can see anything off.
All right, go ahead.
Nope.
Nothing seems to be off at the moment, Clara, but there is a wibbly wobbly feeling in your gut that something might happen.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
just gonna lean over and is like, I'm getting the sense that something's gonna happen, and that's never good coming from a ghost.
So I'm going to do the same, and I'm gonna have my familiar use the help action,
Oh, all right.
so I can roll with advantage and see if I can figure out what's going on.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll take that 22.
that 22, you definitely notice there's something off. A little figure just hiding behind the curtains, trying to deal with something. You're not quite sure what it is, but there is something behind the curtains on stage.
I am
And Barynor has
actually.
a ghost at his disposal.
Let's say I have a ghost at my disposal, and I have my familiar at my disposal. Both of which can immediately. It's a matter of which one is more subtle. It's like Clara is here, and they know Clara. So if
I mean,
she
Clara can hide in the wall area because she can go through walls and be in walls without it really.
exactly, I could use the snake, but then people might panic when they see the snake. So I'm thinking I'll have Barynor. Barynor will communicate with Clara, and she'll say,
Hello?
"Oh,
Hello?
sorry, my finger slipped off the button." Clara, you're a ghost or some kind of spectral being, correct?
Yes, I am very, very dead.
All right. Well, listen, I'm good with favors, and I'll owe you one if you could sneak into the curtains over there.
Alright.
Just, I believe there's something there, and if you can get them to jump out, that might raise suspicion against them.
Oh, spooking people is my favorite thing.
Makes the job easy then.
Yeah, she is very eager to do this now, even without the favor in there.
All right. I am ready to roll a wisdom save.
Okay, because Clara is going in the wall. She is going around the perimeter and going to those curtains. And she's getting prepared to do the scare of her life.
Oh, poor Clara. That
What?
wisdom save ain't gonna get you nowhere.
She hasn't even done anything yet!
I know. I was just being ready. Okay.
Yeah, so she's just popping up from the floor. And, like, she doesn't do this often because it scares people. But she's got her, like, full vengeful spirit look going on, ink dripping from her eyes and mouth, hands sharper than normal, her body going a darker gray than a pure white.
The creature before her just sort of stares at her, stares back at the auction, and just ignores her completely.
No.
Oh, now she's pissed off.
Oh, go nuts! Go nuts!
You do not ignore a ghost when they're trying to scare you. That's how you get haunted, idiot.
But you do see this creature, though. Let me put them in the NPCs.
Uh-oh.
They're the only other creature I designed for this, so have fun with what you will. They're a little gremlin called Kane.
Little creature.
Oh, that's a creature right there.
Baby!
Well, he better start being cute, or else I'm gonna have my snake bite him.
You better start preparing, because I'm preparing a thaumaturgy.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh.
I love that spell so much.
Say,
The little guy is just staring at Clara and grabs a paintbrush from their hammer space. I've already rolled for that. So they shove the paintbrush in Clara's mouth in order to shut her up.
that doesn't stop a thaumaturgy. That wouldn't stop her in the first place. Her voice box isn't where it comes from. She's a ghost.
Yes, but this
Good
creature is
boy.
unawares.
Yeah, Clara can tell this guy ain't supposed to be there, so she's gonna cast thaumaturgy.
Wait, what did you say? Cast what?
You cut off.
Thaumaturgy.
Eh?
What are you
cutting
doing
off.
with thaumaturgy? Thaumaturgy, she's saying. They're saying.
Thaumaturgies. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. I'm not too smart.
No, I can
Yeah.
tell you what it is. It's like prestidigitation, but different. It's you manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power within range. You can create one of the following magical effects. Your voice booms 3 times as loud. You cause flame to flicker. You cause harmless tremors in the ground. You create an instantaneous sound that originates from the point of your choice. And that one's the one I'm going for, the sound.
Oh, what noise do you make?
Intruder alert!
Ooh! That's a good one. That's a good one.
What does Clara say?
Intruder alert.
Oh,
In a very playful voice.
wow.
Barynor's like, flashier than I would have wanted, but effective.
And Lur kind of just covers his ears at that, pokes his head up, and he's like, what?
I mean, it is her job to, like, find the intruder. She did, and now everyone knows.
Yeah, well, everyone, yeah.
She has such a shit-eating grin on her
You do not
face.
have to roll perception. Oh, your attention is immediately grabbed towards the curtain area where a tiny little red and white gremlin was just sitting in the corner.
Oh,
And it is about to cry.
oh, a baby!
Buddy boy.
Don't try and be cute.
Oh dear.
Lur starts to kind of cautiously walk over there.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
Yeah,
Clara
just,
still has a paintbrush in her mouth.
just still not taking his gaze off of the this gremlin child. This little rat bastard.
Clara still looks terrifying too, so there's just this terrifying ghost here with a paintbrush shoved in his mouth and the smuggest, angriest grin she has ever grinned.
The rest of the party, how do you react to this creature impeding on your party?
Barynor's just happy that this was resolved quickly. And if anything, he'd love to talk to him. Like, he might have some information if this is why he's sneaking in. So he's gonna try and greet the guy.
Okay, the little gremlin just hisses at Barynor.
Hey, hey. Is there any reason for that?
It's ready to run.
Oh,
Somebody
please, be
has-
careful.
Pardon?
Anthe has now seen this gremlin, and has gone baby.
Anthe, no.
Anthe, no! Lurk continues to sort of stand there, and he's slowly getting closer to this little gremlin.
Lure, I want you to make a dex save.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
What is its dexterity? Oh, that's a dirty 20.
The little gremlin just runs between Lure's legs and towards the exit of the auction house. The main exit is way in the back, sliding under the tables. But you two manage to get out of the way in time.
Once it's Clara's turn again, she is going after that guy.
Lurk immediately shouts to go after them.
So, can I have Barynor use Minor Illusion?
Oh.
I want him to use Minor Illusion on the door. Because Minor Illusion, and I'm going to have... Right, I can either create a sound or an image. I'm gonna make it create a sound. And it's gonna sound like it's coming from the exit he's running from. And it's going to say, he went this way, quickly.
That causes the little gremlin to freeze in place.
Barynor and Clara are the best team.
Apparently.
Hell yeah. Lurk's gonna book it for this little gremlin.
Clara is also going towards that thing. Using Misty Step so she can get there fast.
Barynor will walk.
Now,
I would use magic, but I am currently
in the auction. Do you want to continue bidding? Even though what's going on in the background.
Oh my god.
The staff have it under control.
I mean, yes.
Gosh.
Duke, I'm gonna ask you first. Do you want to bid on this painting?
I'm gonna be so honest. Like, Duke is just looking at the scene that's going on behind him. He just watched his thing. A pear that looked like it was about to cry just run away with the stuff chasing it. And he's just like, what on?
Oh my god. Duke's just standing there watching. It's like the Burning Elmo meme.
It's more like the Gordon Ramsay, just like, what on earth?
Anthe, are you still interested in this painting, or are you also watching the gremlin?
Well, she's looking from the painting to the gremlin, to the painting, to the gremlin, to the painting. She was the last one to bid, though, so she doesn't, she's just waiting to see if anyone else does as well. But she's also like, oh.
Wow, are you interested in the painting, or are you just enjoying the show?
That was Lau's response, just humming.
Right.
I'm kidding.
So anyway, she raises the bid a little.
She raises it to 1,200 gold.
But she's keeping an eye on the gremlin.
Looking for any other hands. And she slams her mini gavel on the thing. Sold to the mysterious woman over there. How's it going, hottie?
Lesbian hours.
I did not expect that.
It's okay. I just thought it'd be funny.
Okay.
Well, I have to admit, Anthe just kind of looks a little bashful. She just kind of does that little, like, oh, you kind of wave.
So, the little gremlin is just trying to hide. It's scampering all over the place. It's got way too big of an arm, so it's just running around on all fours.
I'm
We
gonna
have panic
roll
mode.
something. Oh, sorry.
Can I try and throw something at it?
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna let's see. Okay, cool. Lurd pulls out like a it's a full-on cast iron frying pan that he's pulled out.
Bruh.
Gonna
And,
knock
um,
the fucker
Roll
out.
to hit. Roll to hit.
Roll it.
That would be 15.
Yeah, it's got an armor class of 6.
Okay, yeah, no, that does it.
Hit right in the back of the head.
No!
It has an armor class of 6?
Bruh.
Man,
Damn, okay.
but I'm gonna assume that it knocks the gremlin out.
Oh, good heavens! She's gonna get up. What did you do that for?
Lurd just walks
If it isn't-
over, kind
If
of
it is indeed knocked out, Clara's gonna pick it up and just like go back.
Go back
She's
where?
gonna go back to normal and be very annoyed while she picks it up. Like, great, now I've got ink on my dress.
Lurd just picks up his frying pan casually, just tries to make sure that he didn't really give them. He's trying to make sure he didn't give them a concussion. He probably did, though. It was. He just awkwardly puts the frying pan back into his hammer space, and he kind of wipes some. He kind of wipes some dust off of himself, and kind of stands there, and he's like, "That was a day."
Oh, is the poor dear all right? What happened?
The poor
Anthe's now
deer
distracted.
The poor deer was doing something suspicious behind the curtains and then shoved a paintbrush in my mouth when I tried to get people's attention.
Ah. Well, that
Yeah.
doesn't sound pleasant. But surely
It
there's
wasn't. It tasted horrible.
some explanation, some reasoning for it. It's
Tries
passed
to-
out.
tries to- Lurd just tries to pat Clara.
Clara accepts the pat gratefully.
Oh.
She feels icky now. She's got basically toon blood all over her.
I'd love
No.
to. I wouldn't have an issue questioning this friend of ours, though.
And I would gladly join you in that.
I imagine we have vastly different motives, but of course, by all means.
Yeah, Clara's gonna look around for one of these useless guards to see if they have somewhere they could interpret it.
Lurd just kind of stands there, and he continues to kind of think about the events of today, and he's like, "You know, I'm gonna go home early.
Yeah, go get some rest. You deserve it.
I'm not going now. Just thinking of it. Just to head home early." Lurd immediately remembers the food, and then he turns over to make sure none of it was messed up.
I'll have you roll perception real quick on the key lime pie.
I swear to God. 16.
Somebody dipped their finger in the pie without cutting themselves a slice. They contaminated the food. How dare they?
Lurd picks up the key lime pie just he pops out his cheeks in rage. Kind of
Wow.
he stands there and he's like, he just lifts it up, points to it, and he's like, "Who's responsible for this?"
Oh man. Oh god, Lao, are you? Let me roll a bit safe.
Lao, please
Oh,
no.
mate. Oh dang, that's a 15. No, you know what? I don't care. This is funny. He'd say it. Doesn't get a 15. No, he hears someone say that and looks over and he looks at the pie and just kind of his eyes just kind of narrow and the curls in the back of his head just kind of twitch a little, and you can see his outline just shiver and say, "Oh, that. I mean, it wasn't that good anyway. You should probably throw it away. It's
Or just his mouth kind of drops, and then he lifts it, and then he throws it at Lao's face.
I thought
Oh
you
my
would.
god!
Oh god!
Let me just see. Can I try and do something before they do that?
Sure, go ahead.
Let me just, because there is a thing he might be able to do. Where is it? I know you have this. You're a cleric, you can do this. Can he cast Shield of Faith on himself?
Is Shield of Faith a reaction?
It's a bonus action.
No, Shield is the reaction.
Okay. I don't think he has a reaction. I don't think he has a reaction. From the look of it, anyway.
Yeah, so I'm not on the rules lawyer. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, no, don't worry then. Don't worry.
Okay, I'm sorry to interject, but how are you feeling? I feel like we haven't heard from you much.
Duke? Oh. My guy with his conjuration ability has made popcorn and is eating it as he's watching this absolute charlatan show go down.
So do I throw the pie?
So do I throw the pie?
Am I?
Do you still want to throw the pie?
Yeah,
Is
well,
Paul
yeah.
okay with getting a pie thrown?
Well, I don't know if.
It's so funny.
Hello, Sama?
I'm trying to make sure because I have no clue.
I mean, if it'd be in character, then do it.
Okay. Yeah, no, he throws the pie at Lao's face.
Okay.
There we go.
You don't disrespect the dad's food.
Okay, let me just see. He's gonna roll in reaction to that. He's gonna get a pie to the face, and it's gonna go splat.
No.
You're gonna get no movement. Hot second. He is just gonna very slowly take, like, the tin part of the pie off of his face. And, you can see his outline go from smooth to suddenly quite spiky. And let me see, what's he gonna do? Because there is something he can do. He's got a lot of things he can do, but yeah, I know what he's gonna do. Could you roll me a con save?
Oh boy. The girls are
We be
fighting.
fighting out here.
Shit! Right.
9?
9.
A 9. Cool. Let's see. Take. I need to roll something. Take 10 force damage as you're forced through the table onto the floor as I cast
Okay.
Magnify Gravity on you.
Is Clara gonna have to go spooky again? Is
I'm
she gonna have to
sorry.
intervene?
I'm sorry, I do what?
You faceplant into the buffet table because I cast Magnify Gravity on you, and you go through the table into the floor,
Oh god,
and the
funny.
table goes with you.
Oh no.
Okay,
And
okay.
You, as Lao casts this, he's just going to calmly just. I've got to roll hammer space again. Come on, mate. There we go. Nice. He's just going to calmly reach in the folds of his sari, whip out what looks like to be a very old towel, slowly wipe his face off, then scrumble up the towel, slowly roll himself over towards Lure, throw the towel over him, and just say, "The pie wasn't very good. There's no need to be snippy about it."
Oh,
And just wait!
Nothing. She just shouts, "He's literally the chef!"
literally, this man will literally
Be a
love
better
you.
chef.
If
Lau's
you
a
insult
genius.
this man's cooking,
Wow.
someone's gotta hold Lure back. I'm just saying.
Clara will
I will say, Lure, you have half movement speed.
Oh no.
So any reward or carry the spirit plus a strength check, it's ability to pick up the move. So you're gonna have to roll a con each turn to try and get up.
Oh my god.
Clara's going to try and help him.
Oh my god.
Let me just see what this is. Oh!
Should I
Oh! This is fun! Oh, okay, you're gonna go over and help?
Yes, please.
Oh,
I,
no.
Could you roll me a con save, please?
I have no
Oh,
idea what's
no.
happening.
The fun thing about this spell,
Isn't it?
the thing about this spell
I'm a ghost.
thing about this spell is that it's not targeting a creature, it's targeting an area. It's an area of effect spell.
Let's
Oh,
say
wow.
that any spell.
Wait.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Clara
Huh?
tries to help. She got a 4 and she immediately scrambles out of the area. And she's just like, she looks terrified because she has not experienced gravity ever as far as she remembers because she's dead. Gravity doesn't
Correct.
affect her. She's terrified.
Take 12 force damage.
That's a
You hit.
potent spell.
It's 2d8.
Oh, that's a potent spell.
Anthe's just standing here.
help these
Has
two?
had enough of this. She's storming down the steps, sweater tucked under her arm. She's her claws are a little bit on fire, and she just throws the sweater at Laura, just like, get up and get back to work, or you're fired.
What the fuck?
Nora!
How are you gonna get me fired?
Hey, how close is Laura to Laura at the moment?
Oh my god.
Oh my
It's
god.
I'd hate to interject, but I do want to say, Anthe is just giving everyone a wide berth here, and has picked up the unconscious gremlin.
Also,
Oh my god.
Oh,
There's so much chaos going on right now.
Clara just
Hello?
dropped the gremlin.
Oh, she didn't?
I was probably gonna head over towards the gremlin as well, because that's someone
Yeah.
down.
we do need to take care of the gremlin.
Yeah,
Yes.
Claire's going to Barynor and she's like, let's leave, I don't like this.
Yeah, I say we take the gremlin with us. Although, I do have a question. I'm
Yeah?
not disguised anymore because of the whole thing.
If
Does
the guard
one?
approaches him, Clara will vouch for him. Don't worry.
Okay, but I want to know, 1, does Nara notice, and 2, does Nara know who Barynor is?
I don't think she knows who Barynor is, nor does she care.
I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want him to get kicked out. Alrighty, so
I mean, she hired Lurgus, like, while
reaching
knowing
10
everything about him,
Till
so...
the 3-hour mark, so we gotta wrap this up quick. So
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So, I hired Lur, but at the same time, it was like, one's working for her, one's probably working against her.
I'm sorry?
I just say, the difference is that he sells information and it wouldn't work in her favor. That's why I was asking if she knew who he was.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, Nars trusted worse, from what I can see.
Touche. But yeah, we shouldn't stay too much longer. I do
Yeah.
think Barynor will attempt to drag the gremlin off a bit. People can follow him for sure, but like he wants him out of the main way because he wants to question him.
Yeah, Clara's going with him.
I will say for Lur, I was able to roll a 16, so he's finally able to get up.
Yeah, about to say.
Nora is just patting his shoulder. Good job. I wasn't gonna fire you anyway because you're one of my favorites.
We're just blows a raspberry to Nara in rage. Once more puffs out his cheeks in anger.
Nora just looking at the wreck of her personal auction house, just rubs her forehead, grumbles a bit, and just like, I guess this is cancelled. All who bought art here, I will have it delivered to your house.
Excuse
Unless
me,
you
ma'am.
bought a painting, I will hand it to you directly.
Is there anything I can help with? I know there's been quite the, catastrophe.
I wouldn't bother with it. You're all free to go. Be gone, auction's over.
Show's over. Out of my house.
Quite
And
literally.
it's over. Everyone get your stuff and get out.
Barynor has no issue with that. He's just taking the gremlin with him.
Yeah,
I'll
you do successfully steal the gremlin.
And
goes-
the ghost.
Yeah,
the ghost
the ghost. Clara's coming with me. And anybody
guess-
else who wanted to attend to the gremlin.
I was just gonna make sure the gremlin's not bloody dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a medicine check.
we're
'Cause
honestly.
boy howdy, I don't think you have any pluses in medicine, do you, buddy?
Definitely not. I tend to kill people and just make sure they're dead.
Can I roll medicine too?
Go ahead.
Dude.
Anthe's concerned.
That was not proficient.
I mean, like, what do you think happened to the original Edward?
Oh.
Oh boy, interesting.
Oh god, imagine if Clara finds out that the guy died.
Yeah, the
I think
gremlin
you know.
is like half dead.
Oh
I
no!
was
I
there.
didn't mean to hit him that hard.
Oh, golly.
Well, it was a cast iron frying pan, actually.
Yes, a cast iron frying pan.
I'm sure.
I mean, even if he dies, Clara can still interrogate him because she's a ghost.
Okay, but I'd rather not take that route. I'd say, someone heal him, then we'll take him out.
We'll say that maybe we should wrap this up, and maybe we could like do an individual like different sort of closing scene if we want to.
Sure, I'd say
Alright.
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there'll be another session too, right? This is a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
This was.
Yeah, I love this.
I'm gonna. I'm.
Well, thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being here. This wraps up the auctions in the underground. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
Well,
having us.
Thank you.
I had
Thank
so
you.
much fun.
All right. I'll talk to y'all later. I do gotta get going. Perfect time for
Okay.
supper.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I'm gonna die. Thank